Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I'm here. 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, y'all. With Chris Spangler and Dion Curry.
What up?
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck Chris became a daddy before Dion did, but I guess Dion swallowed.
My pull-out game is strong, baby.
Yeah, when you're nut and your penis just fall out of a bitch, it's hard to get her pregnant. So that's why Dion don't got no kids.
Nigga, please.
Guessing it just doesn't deflate immediately.
No, it does not. I gotta reel that bitch in like a fishing pole.
You lost Chris on that one. Stay tuned after the news. Look at Chris' face.
Is he using the bait?
Okay, y'all.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
I'm motherfucking cheap, so motherfucking fat, but I can't stop eating.
What you eating?
Every motherfucking thing I can. Oh, I ain't gonna do that because you can't see my face. Every motherfucking thing that I can.
Anything you're enjoying in particular?
Everything.
Nigga, I'm addicted to these motherfuckers, right? Can you see them?
Dill pickle lays.
Oh, they so fucking good.
Nigga,
that's part of my motherfucking problem. Right
nigga,
there.
I'm addicted to these motherfuckers. I took one bite. I said, oh, shit. These are the crackhead chips right here.
I did something really fat yesterday, and I haven't done it in a long time.
You woke up.
Dressed like Nikea. No, it's white bread with bologna and ketchup and potato chips.
Oh,
It's
nigga,
delicious.
that's some pro cracker shit right there.
Yeah.
This
nigga said,
that, Chris. No,
said I had a poverty lunch.
That was more than a poverty lunch. I know y'all been complaining about when the fuck are we gonna stop this. It's almost there, y'all. I'm about to paint the fucking podcast house. I'm about to give y'all a tour. I cannot fucking wait.
I can't wait to see it too. You have to send us some pictures.
Yes. So I'm almost wrapping it up. The podcast house is next. I mean, they about to trim it out this week.
Nice. So
the floors are down, the bathrooms are done.
I saw your
and we'll have some real fucking films, and we'll be back together, and we won't have all this bullshit. And yes, Chris is gonna leave his house once a week. He can do without Reagan and the baby.
I'm not coming to Atlanta once a week. That's not.
Once a month.
That's fine.
What I mean,
I'll do that.
Who the fuck gonna bring you down here once a week? Like I want to see you.
I was like,
hi guys, where's the ketchup?
Disgusting. This fucking disgusting.
Got some old-fashioned loaf. Oh, that's tasty.
What?
Old-fashioned loaf? It's like I don't even know what's in it. It's $1.49, so it's not good for you. I know that much, but it's just like, I haven't eaten like shit in a while.
Sometimes poor eating is the best fucking eating. Like sometimes
all the time.
It is. Sometimes I go and I crave like that bologna, not the regular bologna that you slice, got the humps in it, because your mama knife was dull as fuck. So you have a thick piece here and a thin piece at the bottom, or vice versa.
Shit look like a door stopper.
You know what I've been eating a lot of? I've been eating a lot of fucking noodles. And I got all these lug handles. I'm so fucking fat. I'm so fucking fat right now. Oh, I just wish I could stick my finger up my ass and make me shit for days, but I can't.
You get a plunger. You can do a fleet enema.
But I cannot stop eating chicken noodles. The noodles in the pack,
Yeah,
the chicken flavor.
like ramen.
So Jumba introduced me to a fat dish recipe. Right. Where you take it and you put an egg in it.
Ooh, at least there's protein in it.
Oh, it's so fucking good. And then you can take your meat, like if you're a ham or whatever. I think Erica told me this one. And chop your meat. It's a fucking meal, nigga. You can literally some meals.
Well, that's like if you get real ramen at a ramen restaurant, it's got like pork slices and it's really good. It's not
It is so fucking good. It is so good. But I hate when my kids make it because I think they're trying to kill me. So they leave all the boiling hot water on the noodles and drop the flavor in there and then coming out and waste the shit on me on purpose. So I said, oh, these motherfuckers trying to kill me.
By unflavoring your noodles.
Yeah, unflavored and wasting them on me.
I think they're trying to keep you alive because the packet has all the sodium. The problem with the ramen noodles is the sodium. It's just...
Yeah, but that's in everything we eat. So who gives a fuck? Boy, bye. So I got to ask y'all this. I need crack babies, so the party is getting near. I need y'all to buy y'all tickets because we almost at the end of the amount of people that I can have. So I need y'all to buy. If you're going to get your tickets, in a couple of weeks, I'm cutting it off. It's no more. I can't.
Do you want to give like a firm date? Like,
I don't have a firm date yet.
I'm saying like a cutoff date.
I don't want to do that yet.
Okay.
I don't. But it'll be... I'm telling you, you need to get your tickets if you're coming because it's almost over. It's almost about to be closed. Same thing with the podcast. And so I found a venue.
Okay, good.
Yay.
And so I'm going to say this on the podcast so we can get it straight and you can rewind this. I have a few friends that have Airbnb here. If you know somebody that you're friends with in the Craig Baby group, you can rent the Airbnb and then y'all go. I said, I'm not responsible for this shit. Okay? I'm going to put that out there along with the hotel that you can book that's in the area. What I'm trying to work out, if you stay in the Airbnb, I'm trying to get you transportation to the party because it's not in the same place.
Gotcha.
Because if you're going to drink, I want to make sure you get there safe and get back safe. Well, I can't say safe because, the fucking car could flip, but at least I want to get you there.
Yeah. You could end up in a car with McDuffin. You don't know what'll happen.
Yes. So if you're going to get your tickets, make sure you get your tickets. And I hired a really unique person to design it. I cannot wait to show y'all what I did. Last year was a fucking birthday party compared to this. This is more like a wedding.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
you don't...
So I was about to say, we go into Walmart and get our oils.
Yes, atmosphere is important, but it's the people, Miss Pat. Do not spend too much money on this.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, go fuck
and
yourself.
Don't forget, it's about characters from the TV show. Best dressed character or the best character comes in, win $1,000. So you could have your whole party and everything paid for.
Okay.
But give me a week. Sometime next week, I will be releasing the hotel information. The venue, I won't release the venue information till right before, but I will tell you what area to stay in. And it is Chambly Dunwoody. I will say that, which is a really nice area.
Okay. Where was it?
Chambly Dunwoody.
Chambly Dunwoody. Okay.
Yeah. So I finally booked the venue and it's gonna be beautiful. But remember that it's themes, it's characters from. So what I mean by theme from TV, if you want to come as Miss Pat, you can come as Miss Pat. If you want to come as Martin, you can come as Martin. If you want to be Lucille Ball, you can come as Lucille Ball. Okay? That's what I mean.
So no time period is off limits, just as long as it's TV character.
It's a TV, sitcom. I'm sorry, sitcom characters. Because this is all about sitcom, black, white, whatever. Just,
So comedy people, basically.
It could be a dramedy. Who got a dramedy? Name one.
Well, if you say sitcom, then people may want to dress up like The Handmaid's Tale. Do you want to limit it just to sitcoms?
No, that's TV.
Okay.
I'm talking about TV, not movies.
Right.
Come as a Handmaid's Tale. You might fucking win. Who gonna beat one of them bitches? They wouldn't. They was forced to be nuns.
There may be a few
fucking
people
show.
at the party that beat him up.
Yeah, but that's my show. So make sure.
Nobody come as Miss Pat because I have a feeling that stalker will show up as you.
I got a
You keep
message.
eating ramen noodles. You keep eating ramen noodles. You're gonna be the same size as her.
I got a message.
You're so good.
Why'd you block me on Facebook? Why'd you block me on Facebook? Why do you think? You stole from crack babies. Why do you think?
No, and that's not what we do around here. We gotta say, I saw a crack baby, a couple that just adopted their first child. Did you see that in the
Yeah, I
crack
saw
baby?
that.
Yeah.
Congratulations. What's their names?
I'm not sure. I'll go find out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say sometimes people will come on and ask, hey, I'm in a tough situation. Can you cash at me money? I will always not approve that. I don't know about the other admins, but I feel for you. I'm sorry, but I can't verify that story. So you got to message one of us and actually not
Give us
just
some
say,
background information.
Yeah, because I'm
don't give me any because I don't got no money.
Yeah, right.
So what the fuck are you talking about?
No, some people have fallen on hard times and they try to promote their GoFundMe's in the group or they ask for
Oh no, we
that
can't
type
do
of
that,
thing.
guys.
So you heard it from her. We can't do that.
Yeah, can't approve it. Not trying to be a jerk. I really do feel for you, but where are they?
It should be near the top. They
There we
just
go.
posted it.
Well, we get so many posts now. Here we go. It's PJ.
PJ, congratulations on your new black baby. That baby black. So
No.
pretty.
It's
I don't know if it's a boy or girl. It must be a boy because he got on blue.
yeah, it's a boy. And then
Okay, it's a boy.
our adopted son was born in June, and he's doing very well. We made an Insta, so it's at 2dadsfl on Insta if you want to follow PJ. So congrats to their new little crack baby.
Oh, so pretty beautiful. Congratulations, PJ. Hope to see you at the party with the baby. Bring the party, baby. Bring the goddamn baby to the party. Oh, Chris, you got a girl or boy?
Boy.
Oh, well, no, they can't meet. Well, they can't.
I got two. I'm not even. Never mind.
We've been debating that whether or not Reagan will come and bring the baby or stay, and then I'll go to Atlanta. We can't decide yet. We haven't figured that out yet.
Get a babysitter.
Yeah, but how do we get a babysitter in Atlanta? She breastfeeds, so it's like you can't leave somebody with the kid for like a week.
Milk them titties and put them in a bottle.
I'm doing everything I can, Dion. Got 4 more weeks, okay?
That baby will be about 5 months. It won't be eating like that. It'll be ready for table food. I'm sorry. Y'all probably the type of people that keeps the baby on bottle formula to 1 year old.
Man,
Brett-
that baby gonna be sucking Reagan's titties till he 4.
Yeah, at least. The other day, I was holding him in bed, and I was just sitting there, and she was walking around topless, and the two of us were just following her boobs. We're both staring at her nipples. Like father, like son. She'd kill me if she knew I told that.
I still cannot believe you somebody's father. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I didn't, I can see a lot of things in the future, but that was one thing that I did not see.
Why? It's the easiest thing in the world to get somebody pregnant most of the time.
First, you got to get them on their back, Chris, and I didn't see that happen. But I'm so fucking happy for you. You're not that fragile kitty cat I met 5 years ago.
I'm a
you get
ferocious
pussy.
tiger now.
Yeah, you speaking up, you fighting back, you don't want to hear this shit. You go to your family reunion, you slap your Klansman family.
You called me
my
yelling
God.
yesterday, and I go, "Why are you yelling at me?" Yell back at you now.
You do yell back at me, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
See what happens when you harm it.
Still harmed. Feel bad. Yeah, life is very good. Life is very good. Everything's going great, and I wouldn't have imagined 6 years ago that I'd be where I'm at, in life. And we had there's a crack baby on Instagram, and she messages me and comments, and she didn't know who Elvis was. And I go, how the fuck do you not know who Elvis was? She goes, I'm 15 and I don't fuck with white people. I go, you're 15 years old. Why are you messaging me? But she's like, it's really cool to see somebody love their family. And I just, that's one good thing that I love about you, Miss Pat, you too, Dion. Like, we really do love our family, and that's an important part of this.
I was talking to my, I decided to throw a little barbecue, nothing big, because I'm closing up my house. Because, usually I be done went somewhere and did something big. So I said, I'm just going to buy some meat and, have a little barbecue. So I decided to invite my niece, Erica. And then I called my cousin, Boo. And so, Erica is the niece to my kids here, that's their sister. So she said, well, who else can come? I said, just you. And so I just had to let her have it today. I said, look, I'm tired of trying to please you motherfuckers. I said, the days of me asking y'all to love me is over. I said, all y'all do is talk about me and mistreat me when I did nothing but sacrifice my life. I said, I took care of you when I was 17 years old, when your mom was 18 years old, when your mom was on dope, doing pussy, whatever the fuck she was doing. Y'all was headed to the foster home. I was headed to get married and have my own little good life. But I went out and went against what my man said and got y'all. They keep y'all from going to the foster home. What do I get instead? You bitches want to cuss me out. I said, y'all was so wanted to be back with y'all mama so motherfucking bad when I'm the one who fought to make sure y'all had a better life. I said, here's the proof. Everybody else got on dope except you. Everybody else had a baby except you. Your sister in jail because your mama taught her how to sell pussy and how to be a bomb ass bitch. And I just told her, I said, the days of you bitches hurting me is over. I said, I don't need y'all in my life no more. I said, you can come to this barbecue act like you got some motherfucking sense and not show up they motherfucking crackhead mama.
Yeah, it's just you're not in a place where you can have drama or want the drama. Like, you don't need to be around people.
It's the fact that no matter how much you go out for my family, you're never going to be good enough. Or that bitch thinks she all that because she did some. What? It's like, because I wanted a better life, it's something wrong with me.
So was the breakdown that you invited her, but she wanted to bring her sister and you said no, and so she threw a fit about it?
Well, for her to even have the audacity to ask me, can she bring those kids' mama around me? Mind y'all.
You mean the kids that you have right now?
Their mama. That's her sister.
Oh, that would be hard on the kids, wouldn't it?
First of all, the two youngest don't even know who my niece is.
Mm.
They be like, who the hell is our mama? And the older kids say, oh, Auntie Rabbit and Uncle Gary. So, I mean, I've got these kids stable she has not seen the baby since the baby wasn't even one.
Wow.
When this bitch left. You remember? No, she did.
Yeah. She dipped like a thief in the night, bro.
She's in what?
She left
second grade?
The movie early. She didn't even stay for the credits. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. ain't been back since.
And she's the youngest is in what? Second, third, fourth grade now?
She going to the fourth. She's 10. She about to be 10 in November.
Wow.
And so I'm like, do you think I'm gonna let her come back up with this fucking fake mommy shit? Oh, hell to the motherfucking
Did she move back to Atlanta?
Yes. Down here selling pussy. So my her sister be trying to say, oh, she's doing good. I see this bitch on Facebook. Her eyesight is so bad that she need 4-pack glasses on one face. So,
like a cartoon character.
So I got this bitch with some glasses so thick that we put them on a scale. They weigh at least 36 ounces. So let's take a break. Hold on.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Whether you're dealing with a difficult decision in your career, relationship, or any other area of your life, we all know making a big choice can overwhelm you. You don't have to do it alone. Talking with a therapist can help you move forward with confidence. That's why I'm here to tell you about BetterHelp Online Therapy. Helps you find what you want out of life so you can make the rims and be in charge of your future. To get matched with a therapist, just fill out their online questionnaire. BetterHelp is totally online, so you can meet wherever, whenever is convenient for you. You don't have to feel so overwhelmed all the time. Talk with a licensed therapist to get clarity about the past and hope for what to come. Let therapy be your map. With BetterHelp, visit betterhelp.com/patdown today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/patdown. BetterHelp.com/patdown. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at www.betterhelp.com/patdown and get on your way to being your best self.
It was crazy how she left.
Was it in Indy or was it in Atlanta?
I was in it. You talking about my niece?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So let me tell you what I did for her. I picked her up. I used to tell the bit about it. I picked her up. The baby was 2 weeks old when I got the baby and her and all the kids. I got them. They were homeless, living in a hotel, just got put out. So I put them in the car one Christmas, brought them back to my house, and I remember saying, God, I really don't have time for this shit. You don't have time for this shit. I don't know why you tricked me to see these people knowing I'm going to feel sorry for them. And I always tell about the story when he whispered in my ear and say, take care of these kids. I got you. I set her up. I go out and I buy her kids all these clothes, and the kids thought their name was Yo-Yo. I said, your fucking name ain't no goddamn YOLO.
Wow.
And when she said, what's your name? YOLO. Your name is fucking Yolanda. So their speeches were so bad. When they got to kindergarten in Plainfield, the counselor worked with me. They put them in speech therapy. I put them at 7. I put them in, first I put them in tutoring. So once he died, I put him in 7 learning center. I spent over probably...
Your tutor died?
Yeah. Gary Allen was happy.
Of course she was.
No, the tutor died.
You remember him?
I thought they just graduated. That nigga died. God damn.
So fucking, that's not nice.
You said it so casual. I didn't know the nigga was gone.
So after he died, I put him in Civil Learning Center. I spent over $60,000 at Civil Learning Center because they had never went to like daycare. She had never worked with them. All they did was just saw her sell pussy. So then I had to put him in counseling. And then after all of that, trying to get them back on track, we spent 3 summers at 7 Learning Center. They went to 7 the whole year round. Not for one subject, y'all. All fucking subjects. Because I had gotten the other 2 when they were so young, they was able to get pre-care. They was able to get the tutoring and all of that stuff. So that's why they on track. But them first 2, they struggled like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so, I helped my niece with that. I got her, she signed up for housing. God was so good. That shit came in within 6 months down the street, not far from me. I bought her a brand new motherfucking car. Then I did. Taught the bitch how to drive. Let me tell you something, and I'm not exaggerating. I took her to the dentist. They pulled 18 teeth. We only got 32 teeth.
Holy
I don't
cow.
even know where they were getting the rest of them teeth at. Out of her mouth. They had to been pulling them out of her ass.
That's a lot.
When I tell you, this bitch had smoked so much dope to the teeth, the teeth were down to the bone, and the bone was down to the gum, and the gum was down to the brain. So I got all her teeth pulled. I got her 4-pack glasses because that's what she need on top of each
Did you
other.
get her new teeth?
No, she ran out before I could do all that. But they was all in the back. It was all rotted and all of that. So, I helped her, got her a job up there with Nakia. She made supervisor, making like $25 an hour. Well, next thing I know, I started hearing little shit, people calling me and hitting me up. Your niece at the job sucking dick. What?
No.
At work. So come to find out she had been got fired, but was telling me every night she was running off with going to work. I had gotten fired for sucking dick on the job.
Was this at the place across the street that Nakia worked at before you left?
No, one at the gym.
All right, okay. I was like,
No. She was working at a bakery.
okay.
At a bakery.
I mean, if it had been the jail, that would have been toothless.
Come cream fill these donuts.
She's the reason why I stopped eating them donuts and going to Walmart.
Okay.
So then she got a job at Walmart. Then she got a job at the bakery that paid her more.
Well, I know you just run into her like a year ago
No, I did not. She didn't see me.
Oh, she didn't see you. Okay, yeah.
No, she was selling pussy, and I rolled right by and blowed at her. Yeah, before I moved back to Atlanta. So now I said, after all this shit I've been through, you think I'm gonna let this bitch come back in their lives?
Yeah.
Please tell me if I'm wrong. Everybody, let me tell you, just because you gave birth to something, don't make you the mother.
Yeah.
Just because you shot sperm in a bitch, don't make you the father. It's more than just carrying the baby. To make that human being, to see that human being blossom into something. I told my niece today, I said, everything I try to protect y'all from, your mama gave to you, because that's what my mama gave to me. My own mama would let nigga mess with Maypop when she was little. I said, y'all ain't touching me. They told me at Smokey the Bear Bandit at school, people don't supposed to rub on my little pussy.
I'm not going to laugh at that.
I am. Only you can stop niggas from rubbing your little pussy. What the fuck are you talking about?
You know, back in the day, they used to tell you, they used to have a whistle. So if somebody touch you, you blow the whistle. You remember that?
No, they didn't do that at Plainfield. They should have. They did DARE. Told us not to do drugs.
No, that was way before. That was way before. So if anybody messed with you, you would blow a whistle. Back in the day, they gave that to you. So, and they would teach you, these are your parts. Nobody is to violate you. So I say, and then they would teach you, back in the day, it was not DARE, it was a smoke. What's the man to keep you, the forest fires from going? Smokey the Bear.
Yeah.
So Smokey the Bear would tell you, don't do drugs and don't let them niggas stick your thumb in your ass. So I used to tell them, Smokey the Bear said, y'all can't touch me.
I thought that was MC Hammer. You
can't touch this.
But that's the forest fires.
So my mom was just tricking us out. That's what she did. And then on top of all the other motherfuckers who molested me and got away with it. So I'm like, no. And my one thing I said when I gave birth to Ashley, I said, you will not go through what I went through. I don't give a fuck how young I am. One thing I know, ain't nobody gonna violate you. And I've told this story 100 times. One thing I'm proud of myself of is when Ashley said she went to college and she said, Mama, all my friends got molested.
Do you think that maybe you told her too often that men shouldn't touch her?
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. I say that made her gay. But one thing I was proud of myself is when she went to college and she said all of her friends had been molested. And she said she kind of felt bad because she didn't have a molestation story. So I was like, I did my motherfucking job. Now, what she do with her pussy now, that's on her. That's her pussy. But to just let a creepy nigga or a creepy bitch touch her pussy, well, I didn't even want to touch her pussy when it grow hair. These motherfuckers right here got hair on their pussy. My little motherfucking nigga got acorn titties.
Don't Natalia Grace her here. We don't need to know all that.
Say, she from Ukraine?
Yeah.
Did you watch? Tell me you watched that documentary.
Which one?
When they adopted that little girl who was a grown woman but was a little girl.
So here's an update. I
gotta go watch it.
You gotta watch it. They're from Indiana. The dad in it is like the Indiana Tiger King. She is working a fireworks stand, I think in Greenfield. So the local news just reported that she's working with her new dad at a fireworks stand in a Walmart parking lot. So you can go get a selfie with her, Dion, if you want.
I'm staying the fuck away from that creepy little kid woman. I still don't know if she's a kid or an adult. That shit was so weird.
I felt like they proved that she was actually an adult. I thought she was an adult.
So did they know she was an adult?
So basically, long story short, they adopt this girl from the Ukraine.
I know you told me that.
Who doesn't speak any Ukrainian or Russian. They bring her back and give her a bath, and she's got full pubic hair. And then she's like starts talking about how she wants to kill everybody. She ends up getting put in a mental institution, and she's trying to fuck all the male staff. So they send her home. Then they get her own apartment. And meanwhile, she's like 3-4 feet tall. And they basically emancipate her and say, oh, well, they changed her birth date to like being 22 because then they don't legally have to look after her. Then they're moving to Canada, so they like ship her off to Lafayette so they never have to see her again and basically abandon her. And all the CPS and all these different people are going, no, this girl's actually probably like 12, 14, and can't do anything for herself. So they found out the legal age that you could not take care of somebody with special needs in Indiana, and then just claim she was that age and then abandon her. But like the whole thing, but then like she's terrorizing a neighborhood. They put her in an apartment in Carmel, and like she's like stalking all the neighbors.
It was Westfield, but
Westfield, whatever. So it's a ride. Every single episode is crazy. Then the mom is like, I don't know,
the worst
human being, and she's doing her own series now. And
she was trying to get a little person to fuck her little person daughter. That shit was insane.
he was trying to. The craziest part of this documentary is when you meet the little person that she is trying to pimp her little person daughter out to, and she is sending news to this little person. And he's like, "Yeah, I got the biggest dick in the room." And you're like, "What the fuck?" It's insane. The whole thing is insane.
I gotta go watch it.
I've watched it twice. I'm gonna watch it a third time. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, so that's what I've been going through. So I'm doing a barbecue.
You are totally right in keeping her away from those kids. That will open up so many issues for them. Many issues. If she were repentant and stable, and maybe you could have that conversation. But no.
My sister just had an aneurysm in her head.
Oh no!
She got a wig with a fucking cutout top in it, so her stitches can breathe, and she's still smoking crack. How the fuck? She just had a blood clot in her lungs. I don't know what the fuck crack got in it, but it's everlasting.
You know, like those old timey pajamas with the flap in the back for her wig.
What I was picturing. What was hiding here?
That's what she got. I'm like, bitch, no.
I have to agree with Chris. It's good for you to keep them kids away from her, because it's nothing but trauma. She's not at a point where there's any healing to be done. Yeah, just more questions than answers. So I'm right there with you.
First thing my 10-year-old said, "Why she look like that? Why her teeth that? Why she so ugly? What's wrong with this woman? Did my mama? I don't got time for all that shit."
Yeah, I just love that. Like, you built your house and your grown kid. Like, you want your grown kids around. Like it's coming down and visiting you. It's such a family atmosphere, not just your own family, but also like the people around you, like Jasmine, Quisha. I don't know. It's a good vibe. Like I realized it when we did that thing in LA. It's like she's built her own family, like her own group of people. You got complimented by the production people. Like, I don't know. It's such a good vibe. Like and the fact that you've come as far as you have, and like, it's a miracle when you hear these stories about how your mom was.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not. Y'all not molesting my children. Y'all not taking them through that. They're stable. They happy. They too bougie. I should take them on a field trip over there just so they, get some of that shit back in them. But I'm not fucking with those.
Our church
folks.
used to do that. Our church used to take us on field trips to like nursing homes, to Carroll. And it's like Scared Straight Suburban Edition.
You know what she should have did?
What? She froze?
I think this little boy who hit me up too. Somebody named Jonathan, they 15.
No, this is a girl. She's super nice. It's just funny because I thought she was an adult, and I'm like, I can't.
Oh, okay. But so that's what I'm going through right now. So, but main thing is I get this podcast studio up, get this house going. Fun shit like that. So,
what kind of meat did you get for the barbecue?
Ribs, chicken, nigga shit. Ribs, chicken, macaroni cheese, devil eggs, sausage, hot dog, hamburgers. Baked beans. Just cooking shit like that. We're gonna swim and go by the pool and just have fun.
Nobody going to Lake Lanier to die this year?
No. I was gonna go out to Lake Lanier, but no, I'm not going out there. I'm trying to close my house up, so that shit ain't easy. That man, I'm telling you, humps in the floor, all kind of little shit I've ran into, but it's almost there. It's almost there. I should be in that bitch by September.
I was saying to Reagan, I was like, I can't wait for her house to be done, because it's like every time you get some free time, you're over there with the house. Jasmine said you were meeting with the Meteor guy, so you're late for the podcast. She had a misspelling, but there's always someone you're meeting with.
The guy for the movie theater.
Okay. There's just always something.
So a lot of the stuff that I took out of the old movie theater I had.
Yeah.
As far as the speakers, I kept them because they cost a lot of fucking money. And so, and, you know, they always trying to convince you to buy more.
Right.
So I had a screen at 108. It was at 100. My screen was 108, but the room that I built is too big. I need like a 125. So I do have to buy a new string. So that's the shit. So
a new what?
String. For, you know, what you show the movie on, not the projection.
A screen.
Screen, yeah. Screen.
Too bad that Tudor man died.
Gabriana hated the Tudor.
Why'd she hate him?
I don't know why she hated Jared. She just did not like him. I hate a white man. I hate any man with hair on his legs. That's a man.
That's every man.
That's every man.
She just hated him. She fucking hated him. And he knew it too. He tutored her all through high school.
How long ago did he die?
He had gotten real sick and his wife left him. But come to find out, he was a jerk. He was mean. He was talking to her any kind of way, very verbally abusive. And he seemed like such a nice Christian white guy. And then when she left him, the stories I heard, I was like, Jared? Yes, Jared.
He wasn't affiliated with Subway, was he?
No.
That's another one you got to watch. That documentary is... Oof.
He's never getting out, is he?
No.
No.
So I met him twice. I met him when I worked with Smiley here in town, and then I met him at Bob and Tom, and he came in one morning, and we had this guy on staff, Jeff Vibert, who works at Barstool Sports now. And Jeff at the time was like very skinny, very young looking, kind of a twink looking guy. Jarrett walked past me, said, "Hey, how are you? All right, bye." Walked right into Jeff's office and stood there for 20 minutes, chatted him up, got his phone number. He was a creepy.
He made a pass at you.
Jeff Vibert.
Jeff is the sweetest little kid.
Yeah. It's hilarious. He reminded me of that the other day. He came into my office afterward. He goes, "I think Jared from Subway just hit on me." But he apparently got close to Jared from Subway. Got close to this like DJ in Florida, and then they're doing some filming someday, and he like leans over and he's like, "I want to tell you a secret. I love little kids." And she's like, "Oh," I thought it was a joke. And he's like, "No, really." And then so she starts like taping him and recording him. It's the craziest story. I think it's on HBO Max.
She's the one that exposed him.
Yeah, but
you know what? It was chatter about him before.
Mm-hmm.
It was chatter about him before, but they even said Subway ignored it.
Well, his manager got arrested, and then they were like, "Well, hope it's all good," but it's. I need to watch. You said it's on HBO. Yeah, it's also based in Westfield. So if you live in Westfield, Indiana, watch your kids.
I was living in Indiana the day they locked him up. That shit was wild. The FBI came in the middle of the night. You can tell they caught him off guard. Yeah. You can tell he had no idea that he was being investigated.
They're making this DJ, the FBI is making this DJ like have all these horrible conversations, and then he like is giving her instructions on how to groom her kids, and they're not doing anything. So this woman goes to the local police department to file a complaint against the FBI and on Jared, and that's what got the ball rolling because they were dragging their feet. I mean, it was just like...
But she called the FBI first.
Yeah, and for years they were like gathering evidence, but they didn't do anything until finally she's like, "I can't mentally handle doing this anymore, and somebody's got to do something." But
so she played like she liked kids too.
Yes. So she was going to invite him down for a birthday party, and that was the trap basically that they could use to then say, "Oh, he acted across state lines," and then they could arrest him because they needed some probable cause. You know, having those conversations. That's not
what they got him. the conversation what got him to record it.
Yeah, that's how they got interested.
And the porn, because he was sharing the porn with other famous people.
What he got trapped with is the dude that got arrested, his charity advisor sent him a picture, and the FBI guy in there goes, if he had said, hey, don't send that to me, we probably would have been suspicious, but then he like was lusting about it, and that's when we started looking into him. So that was like the beginning of it, and then they found this DJ woman.
Yeah, I will be watching that as soon as I get off this podcast.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She the one sound the whistle. She the one blew the whistle on him. She went to parties with him. I wouldn't be surprised if he was in that Einstein shit. Einstein, what's his name?
Epstein.
Epstein shit. Yeah. He probably went to those parties too. But you know the craziest shit? Let me say this, that his wife did not know. And he had kids of his own. And the craziest shit to me is when they sentenced that motherfucker, he had the audacity to say, well, I will never see my kids again. And the judge said, well, think about how many kids' lives you ruined.
Yeah.
I said, you got the audacity to say you won't ever see your... That's probably the best shit ever.
Yeah.
And I hope they took all his money and gave it to her. And he fucked it up for all fat people. Now, Subway think all fat people are pedophiles, and they're never going to give us another job to lose weight on their sandwiches.
The new pedophile sandwich with the toasted bun.
Pedophiles. Yeah, I knew somebody that worked at that Subway because it was Bloomington, which is an hour south of here at IU. He apparently was the creepy. He would like send all the girls that worked there creepy messages. He would hit on them, but he was like real stalkery. And so it was not a good experience that he lived above that Subway for the girls that actually worked there.
Yeah, when he lost that weight, how did Subway find him?
They talk about that. I can't remember, but they do talk about that in the documentary. He went on a local TV show, which got a magazine article, and then I think like they saw it, so then they started doing like, and then he was super famous for 10 years, and they had like, he was traveling the world, and he was on all these TV shows, and that it's like have you watched the Netflix documentary about the radio and TV DJ in Britain who got put in control of a hospital for kids with mental disabilities? And forget his name.
Don't tell me he fucked the special kids.
Yes, it's horrific. He was like the most famous dude. Is it Jeremy? He was like the most famous
Jeffrey,
guy.
I always do it.
Yeah. But he was this British DJ who was the most famous DJ in British history. And there's like all this footage of him going, well, somebody should put me in jail, or aren't you a little sweet cheeks? Like, and there was the same thing with Jared. There's like all this footage of him like telling on himself where he's at these schools and he's like, aren't you just cute? It's like, it's just so plainly obvious when you look back and like review the footage on these guys.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't.
That's why I don't let my kids Girl Scout, Boy Scout. You just, like when I used to play Wichita, it was a Louis band there. And you remember the killer, the B2K killer was out of there?
Yeah.
You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the black guys worked for me. He used to be a comedian. He used to open up there. And he opened for me, and he was like, we was talking about the beat. I said, I was scared to come here because at the time I was like barely headlining, when you do the shitty clubs first. And they would put you in the condo. And I was so fucking scared of the B2K kill, even though he was in jail. Just the history of that town.
Yeah.
And so I'm talking to him one night, and he was like, he was my Boy Scout leader.
Oh my gosh.
I said, what the fuck you mean? He said, his son was a Boy Scout, and he would take us in the wood, set us up to camp, go kill somebody, and come back.
That is crazy.
That's what he told me. He said, now that I think about it, like he would leave them in the woods. He was a Boy Scout leader. And he said they assumed he would go off and kill somebody and come back. Because he'd be gone for hours. And he worked for the local power company, or he worked the park and recreation or something.
Mm.
And the first people he ever killed was he broke in their house of Mexicans, and they thought it was a joke, remember? And he tied them up and cut their throats.
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember this.
It's a famous case, yeah.
Yeah, the B2K killer. He did it for years. And the way he got caught was a fucking floppy disk.
Really?
Yeah, he wrote a letter or something and sent it to the FBI. They stuck it in the floppy disk, and at the time they could tell what computer it was written on or some shit like that.
Oh, wow.
Something like that. I don't have it down word for word, but something like that.
Nigga got caught by an Oregon Trail.
Hmm?
Yeah, he got caught by Oregon Trail, he said.
Who was Oregon Trailers?
So when we were kids, like when you were in school, you have these big Apple IIs, and they give you, you could play games like in the computer lab, and they give you a floppy disk of Oregon Trail. It's the only floppy disk I can remember, that and, Windows 95.
Are you reading it, Jim?
Yeah, so between 1974 and 1991, he killed 10 people in Wichita City and Park City, Kansas, and sent taunting letters to police and media outlets describing the details of his crimes.
Like he wasn't going to get caught. Like he was the shit.
Then he sent more letters in 2004, leading to his arrest in 2005. He is currently serving 10 consecutive life sentences at El Dorado Correctional Facility.
And they thought he was dead because he had stopped killing for a while.
This nigga looked like, what's the name of the Breaking Bad guy?
Yeah, Walter White. He has like a very Midwestern dad look.
Yeah, kids too, and a wife. And the boy would tell me the story how he was friends with the son and they was Boy Scouts together. And that was his camp leader or the daddy.
He was in the Air Force.
When I was a kid, my dad had this guy that worked for him named Mark. And he called off suddenly one night. And we had this serial killer in town called that, like all these gay guys would go missing from clubs. And his name was Gary Baumeister. I think it was Gary Baumeister. I know it was the last name. And he picked Mark up, took him back to his house in the swimming pool, tried to kill him in the swimming pool. Mark was a big dude, beat him up, escaped, and was one of the people that helped like identify that this guy, and so one day
the guy who worked with y'all?
Yeah, the guy that worked for my dad was like one of the few people that got away from this guy and was helped testify. But the way he got caught is his daughter was out playing in their yard, and they had like a big house in like Westfield or Carmel. And she brought in a human skull, and he tried to play it off like, oh, this is just, my dad was like a doctor or a dentist or something, and I just used to bury his play skeletons in the backyard, so that's all this is. And the wife was already suspicious, and she called the police and turned him in, and then it was like all this confluence. He's like some big time investor with a ton of money, and he killed like 20 people, 18 people, and had buried them all in his backyard, and it was his daughter that actually ended up getting him caught.
Jesus Christ.
So he didn't get caught after he raped the big guy at your job?
I don't know the whole timeline. I just remember like being 12 and my dad telling me the story.
Nowhere in that story did he say anybody got raped.
No, he fought him off.
No.
This is a time when you didn't want to go to the police and say, hey, I was at a gay club. I mean, so... And my dad was like, you were at a gay club? But he's like, I don't get it, but he's a nice guy and he shows up on time. But yeah.
My third grade teacher was a pedophile. He got caught with the music teacher at a Target.
Wait, how old was the music teacher?
Pedophile?
They were both in their 40s.
Oh, okay.
Late, early 50s.
How did they get caught? Doing what?
They was making out in the Target and got caught. This was the early 90s. So yeah, gay wasn't.
Why do you think he was a pedophile?
Because I will never forget this. This nigga used to have us sit on his lap. It was me and 3 other boys in the class. He would always have us sit on his lap, and he would put his hands down our shirt, be rubbing our backs. And I remember I had the smell of coffee. This nigga used to drink coffee all the fucking time. And he would unbutton his shirt, and his little chest hairs would be hanging out, and he'd be breathing in your face rubbing your back, talking about, yeah, you're a good student. This shit was creepy as fuck.
Oh, no.
I didn't know it at the time, but now that I look back, I'm like, this motherfucker was grooming us big time.
Yikes.
Me and three other kids. He got caught at Target making out with the music teacher. They both got fired.
That's crazy.
Was a music teacher? Everybody was gay?
The music teacher was like flaming gay. I don't know how anybody didn't know he wasn't gay. But my third grade teacher, I didn't know. Just seemed like a nice old man.
Get fired? You can't fuck. Did it make the news?
It made the news, yeah.
Oh.
Apparently he had been touching kids for years.
I bet when he got caught and it got in the news, other people came forward because that happens. Well, I didn't know how to say this, but FYI.
It's a lot of creeps out there.
It is, and that's why you have to protect your kids and protect yourself too, because you just I don't trust nobody. I don't even, as much as I like to eat, you're not gonna date rape me in a sandwich. I'm not having it. I'm not eating what you give me. I don't even like Uber Eats because I'm scared they want me to eat that shit and fall asleep, and then they come back in here. So you just gotta protect yourself, and please protect your kids. Listen to them, but pay attention to them. If they're not talking, is a reason when they was already talking before. I always ask your kids every day, anybody touch your pussy? Anybody touch your asshole?
Maybe not
just daily. Like that. Don't say anybody touch your garden. Fuck a garden. Anybody touch your pussy? Anybody touch your asshole?
My 4-year-old last week goes, all right, now you're going out by yourself. Make sure you don't get taken. Reagan's been working on her. And I go, I'm too fat to get taken. She goes, what? I go, I'm way too fat to get taken. And she started howling, laughing. I think about that. I bet I think about that once a month. You talking about how you're too fat to steal.
Yes, so protect me and be honest with your kid. Anybody touch your pussy, don't tell them it's a papa, it's a tan nanny, it's a pecan butter, it's a pussy. Anybody touch your booty. And before we go, I gotta tell y'all this. So I just discovered this guy. He was on the Boondocks, and they did a special in jail. And he's like, I like booty.
The booty warrior.
That shit came across my page. I said, what the fuck is this? The Boondocks did a skit by
Fleece Johnson. Look up Fleece Johnson.
He's married now. He's married to a lady. He said, but she know I still like booty.
I want some booty.
He said, booty is good.
Booty was more important than that.
Food
we can do this the easy way or the hard way. I tell you, I like you and I want you. Now the choice is yours. Oh, I see you want to do this the hard way, Chris Spangle.
All right. I think I got it. You tell me if this is right.
Yeah.
This is the Boondocks episode.
I just got out of the shower. There's some juice on the table.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
You want to explain to me what you're doing here?
I came looking for booty.
You came looking for sex with an underage boy?
Oh, no. I ain't come looking for no little boys. I ain't got no milk, no cookies, nothing. I came looking for man's butt.
A man's butt? Excuse me?
Oh, I know who you are, Chris Hansen. But see, I calls you Chris Handsome. I watch your TV show all the time. So you can go ahead and bring them cameras and them police is waiting outside. It don't make me no difference. Now, I tell you what. I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Well, I don't think you and I will be doing anything any kind of way.
Okay, I see you choosing the hard way.
Okay, cut. This isn't working. Someone get this guy out.
That butt. No, Chris, I'm a warrior.
I'll give you a little backstory, Chris. They did a Dateline or like one of those, CNBC type jail shows where they go in and interview inmates and whatnot. And they interviewed Fleece Johnson. And he was talking to the camera like, yeah, we like butt around here, He just
if you Google his name, you'll see him, the Dateline interview. I had never heard of him before. He came down my timeline, and I was like, Oh my fucking God.
He got out of jail like maybe 10 years ago. And he recently just posted a new interview where he was talking about he's married, but he still wants booty.
Yeah, look at his new interview.
All right, I'm looking it up.
He said, I ain't had enough for her. She know I like booty. Booty is good.
I'm married and I'm never going to cheat, but I still miss booty.
Okay, I think I found it. Is it this fella here? All right, here we go.
That's what I miss, booty. Nigga, the first piece of sex I had was booty. Don't forget, I went into prison, man. I was in jail at 14, turned 15 in jail, hit prison at 16. I growed up in the penal system. Ain't never had the first American virgin, as you can call me. But when I got introduced to some booty, hey, it was fire too, boy. Made me close my eyes, man, when I came.
Okay.
You can go listen to him. He made me want booty. I don't want no booty. He made booty sound like it's a meal on a 5-star restaurant menu, nigga. Don't you want some booty, Dion?
No, ma'am.
Here's the original.
Yeah, you got it.
I couldn't do that. Yeah, they
I'm gonna tell you what. I like you, and I want you. And we can do it the easy way or the hard way. So the choice is yours, right?
They always say yes.
And with that said, I'm going to say yes. Make sure y'all get y'all ass out here to see me. Go to MissPatComedy.com, Huntsville, Alabama. You up this weekend, baby. I'm on my damn way. What is it? What's the date? July
7th and 8th.
Oh, Huntsville, July 7th and 8th. This weekend, I'll be in Huntsville, Alabama at Stand Up Live. Funny Bone, Omaha, Nebraska. July 21st through the 22nd. July 28th through the 29th, Orlando Improv. August 4th through the 5th, the Funny Bone, West Des Moines. Move, motherfucking slap. Damn. I'm finna hit this nigga.
What?
I'm sorry.
What's going on?
A fucking fly. And this nigga mean. And make sure you get your tickets to Your Girl Done Made It at MissPatComedy.com. All my tickets and everything is there. Go to my website to get your tickets for the party. So make sure you get your tickets for the party because it's about over. It's almost sold out. With that said, make sure you listen to me every morning on V103 here in Atlanta. Go get the Odyssey app to listen to me. And I appreciate you guys. I love you. Keep listening to the Pat Down. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at MissPatComedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.